So some potentially more good news for Xbox fans, and again, there's always hit or miss stuff. To be honest with you, when it comes to like Xbox news, hey, are we getting Xbox news that's gonna be good, or is Microsoft gonna shoot itself in the foot this week? And a lot of times Microsoft does kind of shoot themselves in the foot a bit, but that's okay, I guess. At the end of the day, things are always kind of in flux when it comes to this video game stuff. And, I think that, to be honest with you, we're going to either start seeing some things that kind of change our perspective, or we're going to see things that completely change and kill the industry the way that we know it. So I mean, that's a situation that we're really dealing with right now, and for me, I'm kind of looking at it, and I'm kind of hoping that that something of normalcy wins out, some kind of somebody makes some kind of decision that people can kind of live with. That's the hope at the end of the day. But I want to get into this video because I find it to be a very good one. What's up, everybody? I'm Crab Gamer. This is Crab Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. Please hit the like button, share it out. I do multiple videos a day. If you didn't know, well, now you know. I do, I try to be fun, entertaining, informative, all those things. And if you find me to be that or any of those things, please like the video and maybe even consider subscribing. We're growing the channel slowly but surely. So thank you guys so much for rocking out with me. So, with that again, kind of being said, we have a real weird kind of situation right now because, we do find that, there's a lot of things that are happening kind of behind the scenes, stuff that we don't necessarily know about. It really kind of comes as a surprise to some people that, this stuff is going on behind the scenes or whatever, but, it's not really a shock to me. I honestly, I feel that this is stuff that, gamers have been dealing with for a very long time. And, hopefully this is stuff that Microsoft can work out, and get, people to kind of get into, get behind Xbox for, that's the hope anyway. Like for me, I don't know if that's how the hope is for you guys, but that's how I kind of look at things. Now, when it comes to this, I kind of think of this as a very interesting situation going forward because, again, is this really a big deal for Xbox fans if we're losing all of our games? But some stuff came out. Xbox is reportedly set to reveal a new entry in a legendary Japanese IP during their big developer direct, which, this came out as a leak. Next week's Xbox Developer Direct live stream will reportedly feature a new entry in an iconic Japanese game series, according to Windows Central report covering Microsoft's anticipated game plans for 2025. Now, Xbox recently confirmed this next Developer Direct will stream on January 23rd, 1 p.m. Eastern. According to Microsoft, the Direct will visit Compulsion Games in Montreal to learn more about South of Sweet Baby Inc., multiplayer-based Sandfall Interactive for a look at Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and id Studios in Richardson, Texas for more information on Doom: The Dark Ages. The live stream is also set to get a surprise location to see another studio's brand new game. According to Jez Gordon and Windows Central, and I quote, "Sources indicate that it is a new entry in a legendary Japanese IP, which has decades of history and should make a lot of fans happy. Indeed, Microsoft has won some strong support from the region lately, from studios like Square Enix for Final Fantasy, Hoyoverse for Genshin Impact, and Sega Atlas for Persona, and we suspect this new game will help further that trend. It was recently claimed that Square Enix is planning to bring Final Fantasy VII Remake to Xbox and Switch 2 this year, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to both platforms as well. So I guess we'll kind of have to wait and see, what exactly we could be seeing there. But, at the end of the day, I think that, they have some very interesting things, and there's going to be always something to, kind of talk about there. So I guess we'll see how they kind of handle these things and how they kind of surprise fans with these types of announcements. You know what I mean? So the mysterious fourth game, Jez says he won't spoil it, but sources indicate that it is a new entry in a legendary Japanese IP. So now there's a lot of speculation floating around about the game, what it might be, predictions including things like the next Resident Evil, Ninja Gaiden, Persona, and a whole lot more. There is a lot of possibilities there, so we'll see what happens there. Since it's a new reveal or whatever. I mean, would a new game, when the way that they mention it, it's going to be a new game, I don't know if that would be Final Fantasy or would it not. I don't really know. So I guess we'll see what happens. Again, so like I said, I think that it's pretty cool that these things are kind of coming out. A lot of people think that Microsoft will do some kind of shadow drop or something. I don't necessarily know that they'll do that. At the end of the day, fans will have to kind of deal with what Microsoft is doing and see where they're taking kind of the industry and things like that. I don't know if they're taking things to that next level or exactly how they're gonna handle the future of Xbox in terms of like exclusives and fans and things like that. But I do think that this would be something that could get people extremely excited about the future of Xbox for a change. And again, there's a lot of people who are sour on Xbox, and I can definitely understand that. I try to look at it from my standpoint as good as I can. I just try to think of it, a lot of people game on this or that, and there's not really exclusives. It's really hard to kind of talk yourself into it, but hopefully, it's something that Microsoft can kind of figure out, because it does seem like Microsoft is gearing up to put pretty much everything on everything, and I think probably the thing is that they would go, okay, yeah, we're putting everything on everything, but you still can get it on Game Pass, and maybe that's gonna be good enough for some people. I'm sure some people who really like the whole rental thing will be all into that or whatever. To me, it just never feels like it's like the rental situation is ever like a really big deal. It's like, hey, bragging about GameFly. At the end of the day, I don't know if that it's really honestly something of a reason to buy new Xbox hardware or whatever. We'll have to see what they actually decide to do, because as far as I can tell, it's like, people are like, oh, well, maybe they're going to do, the Windows Store and blur the lines between this and this, and honestly, I think that I have zero interest in that kind of stuff, to be honest with you, because I just feel like it complicates things, and I got an Xbox to to be to play Xbox games and to get to have a different thing going on. I buy all the consoles for the different things that they have, and so the hope was, hey, this is I got an Xbox. Give me the Xbox exclusives and the different things that they have there, and that's just for me anyway. How I kind of look at things. I hope that they can work out something to where they can get back into the kind of swing of things or whatever. But we'll see how that works out. Again, I'm not holding my breath with it. I think anything can happen. I think that Microsoft has a lot of things kind of going for it, but there's a lot of different things that are going on as well that kind of make it so that Microsoft doesn't really know what they're doing either. So it's like you can kind of prove either one. My hope is, I think this year we're going to see kind of a make or break year from Microsoft, and maybe that's something that everybody can kind of get behind. So we'll see how that works out. I'm curious to see how you guys all think about it, and how the fans are kind of leaning with this stuff. Is this stuff you guys are interested in? Is it not? I think that's really says a lot about how we're going to be doing things in the future. So again, I'm excited to see how these things are going to kind of end up. We'll have to see how if those are things that are going to continue to kind of push Xbox in the right direction or not. But hey, a surprise announcement, hey, who can really complain at this point? So how do you guys feel about it? What game do you think it'll be? Let me know down below. Thank you oh so much for watching. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. I'll catch you next time. Crap Gamer out.